Hey everybody, how's it going? It is Chris from Game Over Get Outside here. We are exploring today, this long weekend in September. We are checking out Cypress Hills group campsite, which is actually really cool. I've never been up here before. Came up with a big group of friends and there's tons of space. I think there's space for up to 13 people camping here, 13 families camping here. It's pretty unique. It's got the platform style elevated spots for your tents, which I've never seen before, but it should be a nice sleep because it's nice and level that way, right? And if it rains, it's got lots of space to drain. So we'll take you for a little tour of the campsite here. I ended up picking the spot that was absolutely furthest from the main buildings, which should be, I'm sure, by the end of the weekend, frustrating for everyone in my family, but it's got a nice spectacular view. That was my selling feature for it. So anyways, let's take you for a tour on the rest of the campsite here. So this is one of the empty platforms. As you can see, it's actually pretty large. We've got a fairly large size tent and we didn't have any issues getting it set up on here. There's eye bolts in every single corner, as well as, well, there's a total of 8 eye bolts altogether, which gives you lots of opportunity, places to tie down your fly, tie down your tent, whatever you need to do. There's tons of opportunity for that in there. Some of the views off the platforms are spectacular. They actually overlook a little bit of a ravine back down there. There's some birch trees on one side, and you've got the fir trees everywhere else. It's breathtaking views on some of these. So when you first enter from Highway 41 heading south, you have to go past Elkwater turnoff. There's a couple of campsites, it looks like, once you head down towards the water. But if you keep heading south, you'll come to, there's a tiny little sign that says main group campsite, and it's just a left turn onto a small gravel road that brings you up into the actual main group campsite. If you stay off to the left, you end up in this area, which is the trailer accessible portion of the main group campsite. But if you head right up to the hill, you'll see the main building, and then the loop that you actually access all of the individual campsites is just up through past there once you go past the main building there. On the front of the building, you've got a huge awning, lots of picnic space, and there's a fireplace in the middle there that you can actually use. Lots of space for families to hang out, have some community meals together. And then right off to the side, a nice big fire pit with lots of space around it for lots of chairs, lots of good times had around the fire. So the main building has a full kitchen available for use with your group, which made it super awesome. Lots of counter space, lots of cupboards. You've got a hand washing sink. You have a fridge with a freezer, so you don't have to worry too much about the coolers. Over on this side, you've got the full stainless steel countertop with 3 sinks in here as well. And then for additional freezer space, you actually have 2 chest freezers in here as well. So again, not having to worry about the coolers made this a whole lot easier. And for cooking, you have a full griddle, which is awesome. Lots of breakfasts prepared on there, lots of dinners. You've got a gas range, as well as 2 ovens, all off of propane gas. There's a large propane tank outside, so you don't have to worry about even bringing your own cooking stuff, which again saves a lot of space if that's part of the plan. And then right off the kitchen, you've got this auditorium which is great. If it's cooler outside, you can hang out in here, or you can set up all the tables just to have one big lunchroom. Next time we come here, we plan on doing some movie nights in here, setting the projector up. There's lots of power available for you. The only non-fancy thing is outhouses. Would be nice for flush toilets. If you are looking for a really good place to camp with a bunch of good friends, this is an amazing place to come. Lots of space. The kitchen made it worth it for us, just having the ability to cook all of our food, have a fridge there. There's running water, tap water that's drinkable. It actually tastes pretty good. There's no odd taste. Some of the campsites we've been to, there's been well water, which, not my favorite, but this just tastes like water right out of the city tap. So definitely recommend checking out the Cypress Hills group campsite if you are looking for a good place.